My name is James Smith, and I'm currently training for Ironman Germany in July of 2014. The Ironman consists of a 2.4 mile swim in open water, followed by a 112 mile bike ride, and then a marathon on foot. The idea, hopefully, to be running that marathon, but as long as you finish under 17 hours, you're good. It was March of 2011 with Matt Forsland and his group. Ended up buying a bike, the road bike that I'll be using in Germany, and it was the start of a beautiful friendship. I had always jogged as a fitness kind of thing, baseline fitness. Had gotten up to where I was doing a weekly rhythm of 4 miles, 6 miles, or 6, 6, 8. And prior to 2012, training for Ironman Canada, had never done more than an 8-mile run. And it was just, as you kind of keep pushing, I wouldn't say it was like, oh, this is amazing, this is awesome, this is super fun, as I was stretching the distance, but I liked feeling that sense of accomplishment. So I'm working towards just basically, really understanding the run. I've been doing a lot of running events here the end of 2013, half marathons, 2 full marathons, and there's enough room in the calendar that I could do another in March to really figure out, coming off the bike, what kind of pace I can work at and hold, and really train my body when I'm doing swim, bike, run workouts to come off the bike at a certain pace rather than just being able to finish the distance. I want to be able to come off the bike and run at like an 8:15, 8:30 minutes per mile pace. I'm shooting for a 4-hour marathon after the swim and the bike. We'll find out how achievable that is. And then I also do a lot of trail runs. Trail runs help in ways that a treadmill run won't. When you're running trails and you're doing hills with loose footing, it forces you, as you kind of have those little side steps out to keep your balance on the trail, it's firing smaller muscles in your calves. The last 10 miles, your calves are feeling it. So to be ready to still push pace through that, I've been adding more trail runs now, so that I'm getting more of that small muscle firing to happen ahead of time. I've typically been doing my long runs at an 8:30 to a 9-minute pace. Like if I'm doing a treadmill workout, will usually be 7:30 to 8-minute, and it's really planning your race out. I've been more diligent about when I have a marathon coming up, looking at the course, where are the hills, how big is the climb, and then simulating that or overtraining on my runs. So plan a route where if I know I'm going to have a hill at mile 6, well, I'm going to plan a run in training with a hill at mile 6. So I've mapped out kind of what I need to do in Reading as my next marathon, January 19th, 2014, and I'm going to go for, my best case is a 3:45 finish time, but I've got the secondary goal of just finishing under 4 hours. You're asking, what does it feel like, starting a marathon after the swim and the bike? One of the things they talk about is like lead leg syndrome, where it just feels like your legs are heavier. You can't get your stride out as far. You're tight. Hip flexors are an issue, and being able to lift your leg and just get going can be a challenge. And a lot of times you'll hear people that are runners, and they don't want to do strength training or don't see the benefit because their training is running. So another run is their training. I had some conversations with a friend of mine, Matt Young.
The strength training in particular for James is really beneficial because things like an Ironman most people kind of generally think that they're fully endurance. So we're trying to not necessarily keep him from getting tired, because he's going to get tired. We're trying to get him to the point to where once he is fatigued, he can go, you know, I have a little bit more, I have a little bit more, I have a little bit more.
It's overtraining. We're doing what Matt calls explosives. You're getting your heart rate up and then asking your big muscles like your quads to fire. And so we'll do jump ups onto a bench after I've already got my heart rate up. We'll do frog jumps, things that really you dig deep, because I'm working those muscles, you know, on a regular basis. So the cardio kind of element, the endurance element is there. It's now, okay, now give me more. So that's kind of simulating the extra fatigue that you have after the swim and the bike when you come up to a hill on a run, or when you you know, just start to kind of fall apart. It's like, no, just like those mornings, you know, the dark 30s, being able to ask your body for more. An explosive kind of workout a couple times a week, 4, 5, 6 months in advance, is basically preparing my body for that fatigue later, so that, you know, as I'm getting tired after the bike, still able to keep asking for more on the run.
Good stuff.
Yuck.
Yeah.